I know that Nick is still on his game. Look at his face. Look at this chiseled jawline we got here. Like, bro, you gotta bring it back to the first video and then show it back to where we are right now.
Right.
During this little clip, because that way people can really see just how much progress that you've made in such a short period of time. Prioritizing yourself throughout this journey and making sure that you still get it done.
Yeah, because if your own health goes to shit, so does everything else.
Your energy all has to do with what you're consuming, right? So now, obviously, the food is the start. The mental aspect is another one. But when you take in good quality, nutritious food, it's gonna give you good energy. You're gonna sleep really good. You're gonna feel really good.
So that's been my a favorite part of my downsizing is losing this side boob.
But whenever you're able to drop the excuses and get shit done, we make things happen. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And man, what episode is this, dude?
7.
Episode 7. So we are now 7 episodes deep. We are here for the all-in transformation with my man, Nick Del Toro. So we had a few things that we wanted to cover in today's video. Man, so Nick's schedule has been picking up a lot lately. How many projects do you have right now, dude?
At the same time, I got a bunch recorded already. So
Right.
that's about like eight videos, and then I got a bunch next week. So I just need to learn to say no. but it's like I get so much energy from the athletes, and you know I just don't want to stop. So
with that, what I wanted to kind of mention here is, even though Nick's schedule has been insanely busy, like we have barely had any time to link up these last couple weeks, but that's okay.
Traveling.
Right, that's okay, because I know that Nick is still on his game. Look at his face. Look at this chiseled jawline we got here. Like 7 episodes, that means we're close to about 2 months in.
Yeah, we're on the edge of 2 months, yeah.
Yeah, so that's one thing about just being able to maintain yourself throughout your journey whenever it comes to trying to really work on your own physical health, right? With your own nutrition and your training and so forth.
What are your priorities?
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's prioritizing yourself throughout this journey and making sure that you still get it done. All has to do with what you're consuming, right? So now, obviously, the food is the start. The mental aspect is another one. But when you take in good quality, nutritious food, it's gonna give you good energy. You're gonna sleep really good. You're gonna feel really good. You know, and all these things plays a huge role in how your life moves forward.
All right, everybody knows that diet is like everything, 80% of this, especially with the goals that I want to do. I want to build up at the same time trim fat, so I need to have the right macros to give me energy to lift as heavy as possible and build new tissue, but at the same time remain in a deficit and burn some fat. They say it's impossible, but right mindset, you know what's possible, anything. So let me show you how I get ready for work. I'm gonna show you my breakfast, and then 2 meals after breakfast, and then show you kind of like my favorite things that help me keep me hydrated for hitting such early morning workouts. Meal 1 is this. For simplicity, I've been eating this the whole damn time for 2 months. 2.5, well, it's in grams on my diet, but I convert it to ounces. So put this dry cereal here, 2.5 exactly. No cheating, no cheating. Put some more water, at least it'll get more volume. Fill up my belly. All right, protein time. That's the only thing that can build new tissue. Here goes some new biceps. Here goes some new triceps. Here goes some new lats, shoulders. Here goes some new glutes, hams, and quads and calves. And this is how we build a body. Anyways, for breakfast and dinner, I eat the cow. Ooh. Got a bunch of water in there, or blood and water combo. Nope. What absolutely helps you adhere to a diet, if you make the food taste good, that's logical. So make it taste good. I like to put on my chicken and turkey lemon pepper mixed with Tony's, and on a steak I like to put Montreal steak seasoning, again with Tony's. Lean red meat. These are sirloin steaks, petite. All this stuff, just kind of eyeball it, mix it all in. This. I like to cook my steaks medium rare. One thing really good about the ground up version of meat is that it's really easy to eat. Mix it in with your rice and vegetables, and you can get it down really quick, and that is really convenient for me if eating takes any time away from productivity. And I gotta get it done quick. Alright, so the cream of wheat is super hot and done. And what else is on my diet? I guess just for the added micronutrients, the vitamins and stuff, and also some added carbs, is berries. I like to do the frozen kind. For simplicity, and it lasts, it doesn't go bad. About the same amount, 2 ounces. Mix it all in there. Cool it down so I can scarf it. Why do I need to scarf it? Because I need to get to the gym. Time is money. Alright, what is also in my diet and gives really good volume to my meal so it fills me up for a longer time? Leafy greens. In this case, spinach. This pretty much adds really good flavor to anything you put it in. Unfortunately, they didn't have the bag version, so they had the spinach brick, which I hate, but made it work because it's the only thing they had. So I put this in meals through the day, and then at night, all the meals except my protein shake. So yeah, mixes well, tastes pretty good, makes you poop, keeps all your insides healthy. That's what we're doing right now. Along with being great fuel for your muscles, carbs are also protein sparing. So this is going to help me build and cut down and fuel my workouts at the same time. So I have 2 meals, 2 solid food meals at the gym. I put it all in this. So I just cut this up. As long as I'm getting the macros right in 2 meals, I just split this up to where it looks about half in each meal. And I save space in everything that I travel to, in my travel bag to the gym. And I save space in the fridge. And it's just a little bit more convenient for me. So if it fits your macros, if it fits your Tupperware, I get about 6 ounces. The diet was in grams. I converted to ounces, so I get about 6 ounces. So just double that up. That's 12 ounces of rice in this container. Measure everything exactly. That's how you know what you're getting and what you can pull from, what you can add to. You have to know what you're putting in your mouth. Now take my brick of spinach. Brick of spinach. Yes, indeed. It is a brick. Fresh vegetables. I'll let it thaw out in there, then I'll cut it up in half when it's time to eat. Alright, I got the cream of wheat and the berries in my first meal. But I don't just like it sweet from the berries. I like it a little extra sweet. So, love me this Truvia. Put it all in there, make me a dessert for breakfast. It's good. It's my pills. Pills. Multi vitamin pills. I don't know if this does anything, but I tell myself it does, and I train that much harder. It's a natural herbal, not Herbalife, herbal test booster from Nutrex. So, take my serving every day for the last 8 months, and I was able to get stronger and lose damn near 30 pounds now. By the time you see the next video, it's going to be 30 pounds. So, consistency. Haven't gotten sick, been sleeping like a baby, been productive, more productive than ever. So, yeah, consistency gets it done. Have my 2 cups of rice, my spinach brick. I need to add in my 2 servings for the day of my ground up turkey chicken. Again, measure everything exactly. Yeah. This has to be 6 ounces and 6 ounces. Put it in hot like this helps to melt the brick of spinach. And again, I just eyeball it when it comes time to eat. Half and half of this bucket. Oh, right at 12. Oh, 11.9. I like to get this exact. Nope. Nope. 12.0. Once again, this is 2 meals, you gluttons. So I split this up between 2 meals at work. Alright, steak is done. I love it when it, what do you call it, kind of chars it, I guess, on the top with all the Tonys and the Montreal steak seasoning. But then it's still bleeding right there. So that just looks pretty. So for the morning I eat this steak with, I think it's 4 egg whites, and in the evening I have 6.5 ounces of this with another 6 ounces, 5 point, I need to check exactly, 5.5 ounces of rice, and then some more spinach that's thawed out. So that is my daily intake. Been doing the same meat sources: chicken, turkey, steak, eggs, carbs, cream of wheat, berries, white rice, spinach. I've been doing that for 8 weeks just because that's me. That's what works for me. I like simplicity. Don't like a lot of variety. I just make it taste good, and it's easy to adhere to. So I also utilize some of this guy. Is sugar-free Carolina style barbecue sauce, sweet heat. That goes really great with the seasonings I put in. If I want some more tang, I put some mustard. So make it easy to adhere to, make it taste good, and then just want it bad enough to adhere to it even more. So ask yourself, before you start any of this, you need to ask yourself why you're doing it. And of course, give yourself a deadline. That why has to be super powerful, or else you're gonna give yourself excuses to eat more, not be exact, cheat, yada yada, waste Jonathan's time. And the motherfucker don't like his time wasted.
I mean, look at him. Like, I'm proud of you, bro. Seriously. Like, this is crazy. We're not done yet. Honestly, he couldn't have done that if he made excuses. If he was basically just sitting here saying, oh, you know, I have this video, I couldn't get my meals made. Well, guess what? He's been traveling every single week and he still got it done. He still made sure that he fell in line with his programming, whether it be making meals out of nothing, you know, stopping by Walmart and grabbing a bunch of tuna fish.
Doesn't always taste good. I was eating albacore tuna in the morning because I knew exactly the macros. It's right there on the package.
Yep.
So it sucked.
Sometimes that's what you got to do. You know, not everyone is able to do that, but whenever you're able to drop the excuses and get shit done, we make things happen. So this next portion we wanted to discuss was one of his like main, like, I don't even know how would we describe this?
Is that as an insecurity?
An insecurity of his.
I've always been kind of self-conscious about my chest area because I've always been kind of a meaty kid, believe it or not, and
I could see you be a little chub when you were young.
Yeah, I was always kind of husky. Yeah. So, and I would go to the pool and I would see these other kids being kind of lean, and I don't know why I was so self-conscious. I had no reason to be, but I always wanted to be leaner in the chest, you know. So I've always been self-conscious when I blew up, and I had me some side boob.
Right.
And so that's been my a favorite part of my downsizing is losing this side boob. So
what are the exercises that we're performing to be able to shape all that area? Not that, now keep in mind guys, I'm not gonna go a little unscientific here and say that we can do this or that and it's gonna be able to ruin it, just like some people say that we just hit abs and we're gonna be able to knock the fat off of here. But of course, exercising and targeting the area is gonna obviously help with being able to shape this place up.
Yeah, I mean, we do a couple of, obviously to lift the pecs, we've been doing a couple of incline flies. And then incline presses, and then
that's gonna work a lot of that upper chest, kind of build that shelf.
Right, just kind of lift it. So.
And then we always finish off with some flies too, just like either cable or machine fly.
What is that called? Just metabolic work? Because it's yeah.
But that's just more so for, you know, kind of being able to tax the rest of the muscle, kind of just get a good squeeze, because we're already past that point. So kind of how I structure most of the workouts is we focus on the compound lifts first. Really push hard, get the most out of yourself. This is where we're gonna build our strength. So even though, you know, he's been dieting, he's still been able to lift more weight. You know, not like, as he's still progressing with his strength, which is great, which is what you want. You wanna make sure that no matter what the journey is, you're focusing on building strength.
You have to get the macros that you prescribe in though.
That is.
So you have to eat, you can't miss.
No, you can't. And again, it's like, even just a little bit, because you'll see this. I'll have certain clients that, you know, I'm just eating a little, you know, I may have eaten like 100, 200 calories over, but if you do 100, 200 calories over every single day, that's 1,500, 1,600 calories. That's progress that you're missing out on, right? And of course, you're not gonna necessarily feel that because in your own mind, you feel like, you know, of course, even though you're eating well, like you're good, right? But that progress is gonna show on the scale at the end of the day. And again, that's how he's able to knock that out, and we've been able to shape up quite a bit. What was the thing that I mentioned when we first started? It's like, you know, because he was just kind of like, oh, you know, of course, you know, when we're starting a journey, a fat loss journey, yeah, there's a lack of, you know, of confidence and a bit of insecurity. You know, you feel like you know, when you're at that point, you don't feel like you can actually get to the end point.
Question, is it even possible?
Right.
It seems impossible because it's not, you can't have it in 1 or 2 days.
No. It's a journey, you know. It's like it took you so long to be able to get here. It's gonna take you a bit of time to get back here, you know, and get to that ultimate point. And I feel like that's another thing that, you know, I like to be able to touch up on here as well is understanding that, guys, that we have to be patient with ourselves and we have to always focus on the now. Focus on this day alone, because if we can master this day, we master the next day. All these days accumulate to big wins over time. And this is where we get to this point where he's really able to visualize it himself. And that makes it even better because it makes it that much more fun, you know? And so if you're on your own fat loss journey, and you have a little bit of a rut, I hope this is helping you. I hope this is exciting you and making you feel a bit more inspired to continue on this journey and making sure that you're hitting that goal, because you can't stop, guys. You can't stop.
Have you seen that Amazon meme? It's not a meme, it's like an old photo. Bezos has Amazon.com in his garage.
Yes.
And some poster, and he had a vision. But you know, the point I'm trying to make is obviously fast forward in the future, he's like the one of the richest guys in the world, but he started somewhere. And then likewise, a guy, you know, there's a bunch of people that I catch myself getting anxious still over, but it's like, that's somebody's chapter, you know, 30. I'm on like my chapter 5,
Right.
You know, and like somebody who's on their chapter 1, don't compare it to me who's on chapter 5. You know?
Right.
Compare it to yourself and own every single day.
Own it, own it. This is why we take progress pictures. This is why we're doing these videos with you guys, so that we can continue to show his journey, you know, inside and out, and really be able to kind of just take apart the whole process for you guys and understand that this is a journey. You know, I know I've been repeating myself here, but that's exactly what it is. You are writing your own story here, you know, and you should never want to give up. All right, so make sure you keep fighting. Make sure you keep grinding, you know, keep hitting your cardio, keep staying active, keep staying hungry, all right?
How do you want it?
Yeah, because you gotta want it, guys, you gotta want it. Man, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think we really topped this one off for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you're subscribing to both of our channels. The links will be in the description box below. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, everybody, peace out.